Zatanna issue 1, Jamal Campbell doing both the writing and the art. So is this technically part of Next Level? I guess it is. I don't see why it wouldn't be, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. It is new reader friendly too, so that's smart at least. So
yeah,
they tied it to Next Level, making it a number 1. I did not feel lost.
Other than generally just knowing who Zatanna is, yeah, it's pretty new reader friendly. It basically is her talking about how she's going to become the Prime Magus for
Magus.
Is it Magus? I pronounce it. I guess that makes sense because it's magic.
But, Mage,
yeah. So yeah, the Prime Magus. She's going to like sort of oversee magic in the universe because like the Legion protect the future, the Justice League protect the world. Other entities protect whatever else, but no one's protecting magic, so she's going to be that. So it says that for a couple pages. And then it becomes about her going after, she's like sneaking about in this elvish city, and she's going after this possessed elf who's like been overtaken by some kind of magical demon or whatever. And it's all about her just trying to like sort of expunge this demon. And I will say, I did like the visuals of the demon because it had this kind of like almost like growth tumor head and then like sort of demonic hands. I kind of liked how the demon looked.
Very, very amorphous, right? It's just like a blob.
Yeah,
on top of the head, and then I realized that the sounds it was making, I was like, oh, that's the vocal scale. And then when we find out that this demon goes from like musicians and it infects them, and then it spreads that way, I was like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Because Zatanna goes into the character's head, the possessed person's head, and finds them in a cage. And like, but when she goes to like get the person out of the cage in their head, like it sprouts wings and starts flying off, and Zatanna has to chase it. So it's a whole thing, and it becomes kind of this thing in the real world where Zatanna's what's her like weird cat pet thing?
Allura.
Allura tries to fight the sort of possessed demon in the outside world, and like there's a sniper from the DEO like saying should I take the shot, and it's like no, let Zatanna take care of it, kind of thing. So I will say the thing that I always dislike about reading a Zatanna book is all the backwards words. It annoys me to no end. I do not like having to read them.
And I'm gonna give Jamal Campbell credit for making it a different font in speech bubbles. Right, they're blue. The font's a little bit different. Not blue. They're pink in this one, and they're a little bit more bold than the regular one. So it makes it stick out, and so you can read it backwards a lot quicker than other Zatanna books that I've read, where it's just regular speech bubbles with the backward stuff, and it makes it a pain. That said, there's a lot. I hope in future issues, because I probably am going to stick with this.
Oh, really? Okay.
I enjoyed this issue enough.
Yeah, I thought it was okay, but I think all the reasons why I normally wouldn't like a Zatanna book are still here, so I don't really have that much interest in reading more. I liked the art, and I liked how monstrous the demon, if you want to call it that, looked, and that's cool.
Yeah, but knowing that, I hope that Campbell does a lot less of the backwards talk than in this first issue, because this is essentially Zatanna as the Sorcerer Supreme, right? Prime Magus, same kind of vibe. So her being the idea of a Doctor Strange going about the magical realms. And then the other character that showed up in here, we get the Upside Down Man, right? From Tynan's Justice League Dark. Almost as like a consultant with her in this massive realm, right? And we have someone that also looks like a bird entity too. And it's almost like the idea that magic comes in threes. So these are like a triumvirate of it. I'm very curious to see how that works, because the last time we saw the Upside Down Man, it wasn't good, right? This is a character that feeds on all sorts of bad things. And so to see the idea that Zatanna having to have like this alliance with it, I thought was very, very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not that enthusiastic about this stuff just because I'm not a big magic person generally. Yeah. So, to be honest, even this idea that she's like protecting an elf and this family are all elves, I was like, oh yeah, we're not just on Earth. Okay, it didn't quite click immediately until I started noticing more things. But you've got the DEO sniper sort of like surprised when Zatanna turns and sort of like winks at them like through the scope, and that's kind of a whole thing. She ends up in the helicopter and she's like, "Why are you here?" And this character who's got like a weird face that kind of distorts and just has like a sort of black sort of like smudge with the white like X's on it. is like, oh, Dr. Bones decided that we need to like have an eye on the magic world, right, and the supernatural threats of the world. So we're going to be a player here. So I appreciate that Jamal Campbell's setting up a recurring character that's going to be a part of the book, and that this is going to be an element of it as well, which is nice.
Agent Domains, because we can't perceive his proper name, right, as he says, because it's like blacked out after Agent. So, and then I was like, oh, the DEO Bones, and then he brings up Director Bones and have the magic. So yeah, I do like that. There's the occult affairs wing of the DEO now.
Yeah, but the ending basically just teases, she's still doing all this stuff to like, basically, I'm going to go through all the magical realms. I'm going to protect everything and get magic in its right place. And it's like there's like basically a list of villains who are going to come up against her that it teases on the last page. I don't know if these are any specific villains that I'm supposed to recognize, because you only get like a shot of a mouth or like just like one eye or something like that.
He looks like when I read the first issue of the original, not the original, of the first one that Campbell did, the mini. That looked like the guy that showed up in there on the top, and then the one, the fourth one with Laura laying on, that looks like Raven to me. It has Raven's like the jingles on the wrist. It says a venomous shadow that seems the two shallow piece, which is weird. But yeah, it wasn't as bad. I was kind of dreading this because I did not enjoy that first issue last time, and I like Zatanna a lot. Yeah, but I feel like it's a I like her in certain doses, right?
This was better because I had more of a focused goal of her, trying to like basically exorcise this possessed elf. And some of the wild visuals were all right. Ultimately, though, her winning by just saying, like getting the hat backwards and then stuffing it into her hat was a little anticlimactic. Oh, she just said something backwards and won. That was a bit whatever for me. But
well, she also she severed it right with the scissors. She severed it from the possession.
Sure, right. But like, so it's mostly a fight. It's mostly this weird supernatural fight she's having with this demon, and then the ending sets up kind of like what we're going to be doing for the book, which is perfectly fine. But I know I didn't want to read more of it when I got to this last page, saw what they were teasing, and went, nah, I'm good. Like, I don't really actually want to read any of this.
Yeah, for me, it was seeing the Upside Down Man come back, and then the idea of her as the Sorcerer Supreme, for lack of a better term, because Prime just doesn't sound as cool. But I also can't use Sorcerer Supreme, right? It's DC. And her going around to these different realms and being like the protector of magic. I do like that concept. So if it's not on a crowded week, I'll probably read issue 2 when it drops.
Yeah,
just to see where it goes.
That's fair enough. I like it's better than that last Zatanna issue 1 we read, but like I still don't feel that enthusiastic about reading more. And to be fair, like I would just need like a very different thing from a Zatanna book to make it, make it work for me in a way that I'd be excited about. And I think that's fair enough. Like, I think I like her as a character who pops up, and I like her as a supporting character. Yeah. I just don't think like the world of magic's one that I get excited about. Like, I like her more than Constantine, but ultimately I still find myself,
I could use her. The moment he shows up, if I'm still reading it, I'll probably be done. So that's how much I don't like Constantine, and I don't like their dynamic. I just feel like stay away from her. That's how I feel when John shows up.
That's fair. But yeah, obviously Campbell's art is very good. It's very creative. He maybe does get a little bit busier at times, like maybe a bit too busy, but otherwise it's a very nice, pleasant looking art style,
Yeah, because when it's not busy, like when she's staring down Agent Domains, right, and she's all in her get up with the top hat and the fishnets and everything looks right. Like this is Zatanna, and it's all bathed in the red and all this, it lends itself to the shadows and the colors and all that. It looks great. But yeah, it can get too busy, like the stuff with the entity and all like the tendrils coming off of it.
Yeah, it's too many squiggly bits, and getting all wavy. Like, there's a little bit too far with that sometimes, but by and large, it's very good art. Like, I can't really fault Campbell as an artist. So, all right, what are you giving Zatanna issue 1?
Yep. I'll give this a straight 8.
Just a 6 for me. It's perfectly fine, but nothing I'm excited about. So that's just kind of my gut feeling more than anything.